Guardian Oracle. For those of you that are here, welcome back. I love you guys. For those of you that are new, my name is Casey. I am a Oracle reader. I channel messages from the other side. Some could say it's a gift of prophecy. I can interpret messages from a lot of different things. I am a psychic medium. I work closely with the Ascended Masters and the Holy Spirit. I am a newer channel to YouTube, and I am part of the Light Army. I am a Pleiadian starseed, and I am here to help the collective evolve in a conscious state of awareness, self-awareness, through the trials and tribulations, and to become, I guess, through helping and sharing my experiences, to help them to evolve in their own attributes of self, so that you guys can get into the essence of who and what you truly are. I'm just a guide, so I don't, I'm the voice behind the curtain. You guys kind of just, you guys do the work, but this is a place that's family, and that we come and share our experiences together. So I love you guys, and thank you guys all for being here. It was really nice not too long ago, and then it started getting pretty cold out here in the shed, so I have absolutely crazy lion hair today. Where did that lighter go? Alright, I just got done doing a personal read for a very beautiful soul, and that is being uploaded, and I have one more to do, and I will get working on that as guided. How's everybody doing? Sorry about the live last night. I actually ended up taking my 2-year-old into the hospital. She had 104 temperature. She has a urinary tract infection, which I took her in for a week ago, and the doctor sent me away saying, no, only 8% of kids could have that, but they kind of run in the family. So anyways, it turned into a really bad infection, and she also tested positive for COVID. I don't want to get into my thoughts and beliefs on that. I do know it is a virus, and it is its own entity. So we got her on some medicine. She just has not been feeling good, trying to get out of the chair, and she just wants to hold me. Mommy, I want to hold you. So, and then I have my 7-month-old who I still breastfeed, and she is a leech, so she doesn't like being away from mom either. So taking care of my family is obviously the #1 priority. So I know you guys are patient with me. For those of you who have been patient for your personal read over the last week, I'm so grateful. I don't believe that anything is coincidence. I believe that everything is divinely orchestrated in its perfect right divine time for the highest good, because that is my intention with all things that I do within my life, personally, and with you guys. I see I got my family up in her. Hey Essie, hi beautiful. Oh, hey Wade. Dude, I love you. Thank you for commenting and sharing like inspirational things and just wonderful things on all of my posts, because that really does help get the message out there. When you guys like and share, and that really does help the channel grow. I think we're up to like 309 subscribers in about 2 months, so that is that. It's not really about that, but that just goes to show that you guys, the messages are getting out there to who needs it the most at this time. I'm not on here for fame and fortune by any means. I'm just here to share my experiences and to get to be a part of a collective energy, the new wave of those of you that are going inwards and ascending to a higher vibrational state. I love you guys. Hi Tay Tay, I love you too. Thank you guys. So if you want to send loving prayers of light to my daughter, Cooper, that would be awesome. She actually came out on my personal read. She snuck out the back door off the deck and comes out and says, hi! And I had some cards pulled that have sea creatures on them, and she said, Moana! So that was no accident, but she popped into the live personal read for that person, and she gave them a big shout out. So I had to stop and, well, I left the video going, but I had to run her back inside. So she's a little stinker butt. But she doesn't want to take her medicine, so I did get her to finally take her medicine, and yeah, it was like wrestling an alligator, I'm telling you what. She was doing fine, but I just think she doesn't feel good. But as soon as she takes it, she feels better. So she'll thank me for it later. Thank you, Essie. Thank you guys for the prayers. I really appreciate that. I've gone through the house, calling in all the guides and the healing and talking to that virus and getting rid of it and doing my own, prayers of healing and circling my daughter in the bright white light and just protecting her, which is probably why she likes to be laying on me. She likes to put her head on my heart and just be in my own energetic field for that. So thank you, Wade. Thank you guys for all the prayers. How are you guys doing is the question. What have you guys been up to? So I did get us 2 new decks. For those that donate to the channel, that money goes towards buying decks for us to tap into, and pot stands for the camera, and I did order a new backdrop today, which is going to be really cool. I'm going to switch that up. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I also gonna put in some electrical outlets and run some electricity out here. I do have an AC, but that thing ain't gonna run off of the that thing ain't running off of that extension cord. I'll tell you what, I'll be popping every breaker out there in the gym that I have the shop out back. So first deck that I got is called the Inner Child Oracle Book, and I will tell you, when I go and find these decks, they are with intention. The ultimate healing comes from within. I love this box, and we've got a little angel over here. I was guided to pick this deck because we do talk about a lot of healing on here, and the Inner Child is the best place to start. And then the other deck I got, let's just say I got a lot of decks, but for kind of where Spirit's guided me, the Holy Spirit, within the collective and where we're at energetically right now, a lot of it has been more towards healing. When I do personal reads, like in person, I kind of just pick up. It's easier, it's different when it's just one person and their guides and their passed on loved ones versus a collective. So the messages can, well, I guess they always resonate for whoever's guided, so I guess I don't have to overthink that. And then the second deck that I got for us is Repairing Evolution and Growth Oracle cards. So I thought we would pull these out. They sat under some selenites and were cleansed and smudged. So these are the Guardian Oracle Channel's new decks. So I am excited to do that. I do like the ones with the book. When I order cards off of Temu, they don't come with the book. You got to scan the little thing on the back, and there's some cards that I like reading intuitively, but I also like seeing what the book has to say. So we'll jump into that. I have been out here reading and doing personal reads, but I will open this read because I like sending you guys the protection and letting you know just for any portals that I open, and I do open energetic spaces. But I just want to make sure that you guys know how to do it and to protect your own energy and how to close it back out. It's very important that if you're opening up into when you're calling on messages, you want to call on the Holy Spirit, okay? Not just spirit. That could be any spirit coming through. So don't just say spirit. You need to be very intentional with what you say. Call in the archangels of the highest light. Don't just be calling on any spirit, okay? And I did post something in the community page. It was a video. I'm going to post some videos, and my spirit guides are leading me to them. If you guys get on my community page and want to tap on that link, there's stuff in there. Instead of just going to a shit ton of tarot readers and just trying to delve or find, I'm having a hard time finding readers right now that actually are in the egoic conscious thought form space. There's some readers that I used to really like listening to that have kind of just taken it, they're kind of getting stuck in that trap of, gang stalking is a thing, okay? We know that they are lower vibrational deities, and now if these things resonate with you and they feel like that it's a message that you need, and it doesn't put you in a state of fear, anxiety, panic, worry, Don't listen to stuff like that. Even if I make you feel like that, don't listen to me, okay? What you should need to be listening right now for soul growth is things that are teaching you how to work on yourself so that you can become a self-aware. All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I call on you now. If you guys have an intention, there's no space or time that segregates us. So if you just send an intention my way energetically, I will be able to pick up on that through my guides, and we can get a message out here for you. There's no space in anything that separates us. I want you guys to know that. All right, for the highest good of all. Holy Spirit, I ask that you would get me out of the way so I deliver these message. Archangel Michael, I call on you to guard the gates, any portals, weak spots in the auric fields for myself and the listeners, anybody at any time that is to listen to this video, that they will have a cloak of protection surrounding them. I demand, declare, and decree that no weapons formed against us shall prosper. Nothing, no one, and no one thing has permission to enter my sacred space unless it is in direct alignment with my soul, so mote it be. Right. Te shekrete te rotate o pai shekete aparate anana ye kerete o shopo ye kerete o manana ye kerete ashakate. Te kerotu te ashakate papa ye kerete o isho manana ye. Te shakate popo ye shekerete te a. The violet flame. I can see that in my third eye. Thank you, Saint Germain, for coming through. Yeshua, I call on you in this energetic space to deliver these healing messages. All right. So, I'm touching the inner child. Let's get into that. Let's pull out a few cards, and then we'll get going. Hi, Kristen, newbie. So glad I found your channel. Thank you so much for being so freaking vulnerable and incorporating the quantum top shelf C to the Thank you for joining us. I'm glad that you found the channel. Welcome to our soul family. Everybody that is in the group chat has been with me since day one, basically. Talk to each other, lean on each other, support each other. This is our family. You're welcome here. This is a safe space. I love you, and I am so glad that you got on the timeline. So welcome, and welcome in. Big cosmic energy from the parade of planets worldwide. Nothing is random. Wade, that is the 6th, if I can remember right. June 6th, or am I just thinking of the 6th planets? It was the 4th. Bring me back. Put that in the comments again, if you will, Wade. Ooh, hi Laura, my beautiful neighbor from next door. Out and about. Man, it got beautiful rainy here last night, didn't it? I've been enjoying this weather change. It was super hot, and then we got a bunch of rainy weather, which I'm hearing that song, I love the rainy nights. Thank you, Kristen, for that prayer for my daughter. I really appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, it's been 5 days, so hopefully that COVID will move out. If we can just get that bacteria infection and her internal organs cleaned up, that would be awesome. It is the 6th of June, and that is a new moon in Gemini, too, I believe, coming up soon, too, for those of you that are interested in the moon cycles. That is in Gemini. Gemini is a very powerful transition for manifestation. So writing intentions on a piece of paper and releasing them into the ethers during the new moon is very important. You can also get that new moon water. Grab yourself a glass of water and set it out in the new moon for, I do it for about 3 nights. I do it in the full moon too. You can put your crystals in there. You can drink it. It's clean water. I also want to talk to you guys. I did order some water purifying drops, and I will actually put it in my community page as I spill my water all over my floor, if that is not synchronistic. I really don't like, I seriously did just spill that all over my floor. the water, basically, you guys know that we're drinking our shit water that's just with a fucking shit ton of chemicals in it. Did you guys know that? But I ordered these purifying water drops. Shit, I don't think I have anything out here to clean that up with. Water spill on aisle 9. Did I hear a niner in there? Son of a biscuit. It's the one time I actually get ice out of the ice machine and all the kids didn't take it too. But I wanted to talk to you guys about really being consciously aware of the water that you're drinking, purifying water, especially with like these illnesses and viruses and stuff. Like, dude, it's fucking feces and shit. That, do you guys ever realize that all of our water comes from like a city water tank that, you know, we just have so much trust. It's going through pipes underground, like old rotten fucking rusty pipes, and it's just, I mean, if you really do a chemical test on your water, it's absolutely disgusting. So I will post those. You get 2 big bottles. My friend, he is an amazing, he's like a healer with food, super guru. He is somebody that's helped me on my spiritual path quite a bit. And he watches the channel, and I actually just ordered them, but you put a couple drops, it's got an A and a B, a couple drops in a liter of water, and you can actually even put that in the moon water in the moon and let it sit if you want. But really start being, what Spirit's bringing through is cognizant of the things that we're putting into our body, you know. Even some of the vitamins that you get, you know, if you guys, I just got a tomato plant. I'm going to plant some strawberries. My potatoes are pretty grown right now. This is my first year actually gardening, so I'm just kind of being led by that, and really just put some cleaner energies in your body, because as we're going through this ascension process and as we're awakening, it is important that we the physical body is just as important as the spiritual light body. We've got to take care of our body, so spirit baths, salt water, essential oils, pure essential oils, even just using. Today I put on some lemongrass and some sweet orange, and I ordered these off of Amazon, and they don't have to be super expensive, but really put in some more money. I'm just like following an orb with my eyes. I'm like this. Some self-care, okay, because that's really coming through. Make sure that if you have crystals, I have a plethora out, that you can put them in warm salt water, and then let them air dry in the sun. You can cleanse the energy off of your crystals like that, or you can put them in the moon water, or you can sage them. I have a huge stick of selenite that I use. Just make sure that you guys are cleaning out your energetic space. That's really coming through heavy right now. Get rid of things that you energetically don't need in your space, clothes that don't fit, dishes that are broken, things that you are going to glue and fix. And, you know, if you haven't used it in the last 6 months and it's not like a family heirloom, really think about donating it and giving it to somebody else, you know, so that you can make space, because even our clothes, money, everything is energy. So it's really important that we recognize that. I heard somebody say, how many times are you going to shuffle that deck? I was thinking the same damn thing. Taylor, I didn't know that we drink our shit water. My sister came over and visited with me yesterday, and she goes, you know that's basically our sewage water. I was like, get the fuck out of here. It's important to be knowledgeable. Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of looking at the systems that we've been in so long, and part of our body is so important. I see a lot of people that have manifested some diseases or sicknesses. Even with my daughter getting sick, you know, it's only 8% of kids can get a urinary tract infection. And I have renal kidney disease. I told you guys about my near-death experience with the horseshoe kidney. So we're normally susceptible to that. I get kidney stones and kidney infections quite often. It's just bacteria and stuff, and our bodies are really pliable and they're very resilient. But if we can give them a fighting chance and kind of help it get a jump start, I take turmeric in a capsule form, and cherry tart and a whole bunch of natural herbs that are in one capsule, and I take those twice a day. I take 4 capsules twice a day, and I really just try to give my body. I've noticed it's helped with my weight, and it also helps me with tapping in and tuning into spirit, as well as I clean up my energetic body, or my physical body, for my energetic body to be seated there. That's how we're going to start unlocking a lot of, it's so funny, I'm looking at this card of Ancient Wisdom and Akashic Records as I'm sitting right here. And then I have unlocking DNA that holds highly spiritual gifts, leaving a legacy, stepping out where others are or have been afraid to, number 222. So, body health is very important. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels, messages that we need most for the collective, the highest good out of this inner child deck. Ooh, it shuffles so good. You know when you get a deck, you just fall in love with it. My neighbor Laura, she has some of the coolest decks, and she always comes and shares them with me in the cool boxes, and they're so filled with good energy. She's a really intuitive being that kind of just gets, she's just interesting. I just love her. She's really unique. Not in the in water, please. The tree went in the water. No. All right, so we've got number 4, Be Still, and number 23, Let It Go. I was hearing that song a lot by Elsa, Let It Go. Last night when they gave her a shot in the leg of antibiotics, this is Be Still, she was pissed. I mean, that girl's got some lungs on her, and they actually said, well, and the gal was an Australian, and I don't know if this is an Australian accent, but she's like, she's not gonna like me very much as soon as I shoot her with the old thingamabob. So she brought in a little Elsa toy with some long old hair, and dude, brand new in a box, little Elsa toy, and I was like, damn, what the fuck was that shit when I got shots? But she piped right down and brushed its hair, so let it go, right? And then she'll say that too. She'll start singing it, let it go, because on Miss Rachel, I don't know if you guys have kids and watch that, but she says, let it go, and Miss Rachel's like, no, we don't yell it, we gotta sing it. So that's coming through for some reason, being at peace and being still, letting it go. Bottom of the deck, number 25, Listen. God, these cards are beautiful. I wish you guys could feel these cards. If you guys have gotten new cards or new crystals, you should put them in the comments or put them in the chat. I want to see, like, I love it when you guys share that stuff with me. And like, if you're trying new things or rituals as far as sitting down, essential oils, certain spiritual baths or things you like to do, I like to learn from you guys too. I like to incorporate new ideas. Let me know. Run wild as the birds are chirping around. All right, I'm gonna read from the book. Been in the books a lot lately. I've noticed that on this channel. I don't know if that it has to do with, I've been working with my spiritual guru. She's one of my master teachers, and about absorbing other people's energy. And I'm a starseed. So being Pleiadian and having that cosmic energy, it's very natural for me. And you guys, you all have your own origins and your own unique attributes, but for me, it's really easy for me to take in energy and open up to a lot of different things that are coming through. So in the very beginning of me channeling and me becoming, working on healing and doing this, I get messages literally from everything. It could be something my kids say. So sometimes I have to shut that off and like use a dimmer switch and dim it down and then be in the physical world too, because I would stay in spirit all day long, and I did come down here to have a physical experience. So for me to like pretend like I'm still in the astral realm 90% of the time, I have to find a balance. And I know that that's one of the things that I have to work on, because I'm addicted to spirituality. I was addicted to drugs, and now I'm addicted to the Holy Spirit. So I'm not complaining, but I do have to find a balance. And maybe that's coming through for some of you, as well as finding a balance of not being in the esoteric and the mystic all the time. There's a time and a place for it when you're going through shifts and being aware and receiving the messages, but there's also a time to shut it out and just tell, if you're a channeler, right now is not a time. You guys can come through later. Right now, this is my time. This is a sacred space for me. So, Be Still, number 4. I've been seeing a lot of 4s lately. I got in the car and I seen my guides where I got a message and I was like, okay, what am I looking at? Because I knew I was looking for a number, and nothing was synchronistic or that gave me that feeling in my solar plexus that was like, this is it. I looked at the odometer and it was 72 on the miles. So I was like, okay, now I see. And then at the very end of that, it was 44. So I checked out of the hospital. I told my sister, I always call my daughter my sister. So I really swear that she was my sister in a past life. And I think my daughter Cooper is actually her kid. It's so interesting. I know. I know. But I said, I bet you would check out of here at 11:11. And by the time we got to the car, it was exactly 11:11. Well, Kylie sees 11:11 all the time. She screenshots it all the time on her phone, and my kids are amazing. I love how that they are so tapped in at this age. But she did, and then I said, and I told her in the room, I said, we'll be getting out of here at 11:11, and we'll be, headed out in the car, reversing at 11:12. And I shit you not, I wasn't even paying attention to the time. Got my seatbelt buckled. What time is it right now? Because that just totally came through. 809, but it's actually 9:09 in Idaho. Huh, that was a celebration. Interesting. Okay, let's get back on task, huh? We're always on task. Don't tell me what to do. Page number 7. Don't tell me what I know, Travis. I swear watching my kids' shows, Zootopia, some of the stuff that I repeat it's always movie based. Number 4, Be Still. I really love that because it's got the Aurora Borealis. I'm not even going to say that word, Aurora Borealis. I do not know why I can't say the Northern Lights in that. I couldn't say my R's when I was little, but I see them up there above the moon. And what it got there that looked like a ship? It's a house on rocks. Wow, that's a sturdy foundation, right? The full moons, but it's up in the clouds. Wow, that's like a mixture of heaven, earth. That is a... Wish you guys could show you guys that. Interesting. Being still. Within stillness, there is an invitation of being. As we move throughout our day, we most often take the well-worn paths we talk each day without questioning their beliefs to our lives, which can sometimes leave us feeling disconnected. Stillness can be a way to initiate connection with our senses and with our inner being. It is also helpful in connecting with our inner child, as sometimes we need stillness to hear the voice within. This is an awareness exercise. Reflect on the places, sounds, or environments that bring you a feeling of calm and safety. Once you have found your state of calm, put away all sources of stimulus and let yourself just be. Try to focus on what is before you or what you might be feeling inside of you. You can also take a nap or let your body drift through the in-between space of wakefulness and the dream state. Naps or quiet rest periods are also a good reset when you are feeling stressed or overwhelmed. If you feel unable to achieve stillness at this time, you can try this exercise instead. Moving at a very slow pace can be incredibly relaxing. First, relax. Wow. I'm all getting sleepy as I read this. First, reflect on how a sloth or a slow-moving animal moves and holds this energy as you complete this exercise. Pick a physical task, any movement that you can complete in an almost comically slow fashion, such as walking, smelling a flower, that is hilarious, touching a friend, or even washing the dishes. Whatever you do, try stretching the practice of this task for at least 5 to 10 minutes. The goal of this exercise is to help you feel safe, calm, and rested. Wow. Responsive journaling prompt. Wow. Throat chakra. Responsive journaling prompt. What feelings come up inside of you when you practice stillness? If they are negative feelings, ask yourself why this may be. I was just doing a personal reading. This is what we were talking about, is for this person to find a deck that, because we're talking about getting focused, and a lot of the time it's hard for us to focus our energy and our, there's a lot going on around us, is to focus, help me Spirit to translate this, in such a way that we can seed the energy within our physical being to bring forth the cosmic energy and the higher conscious states of love and bliss into a physical state. Thank you. So being still gives us an ability to focus and channel that energy into a specific direction that is for the ritual, for the practice of becoming, I don't want to say habits, but a practice to help you hone in on your skills and to hone in on, don't want to spill my water again, to hone in on, well, what's left of it, things that you need right now most at this time. Letting go of all that no longer serves you. This is so interesting because this is a huge tree with orange roses at the top of it. And it's like, this is going to sound really crazy. This person's laying down and you can barely see her, but she's kind of like face down in this bed of roses and flowers. This feels astral realm to me. Very, lucid states what I'm hearing, but I'm hearing transparent and translucent. It's like the meld of certain things. Maybe this is a state of which somebody can get into through being still or in this slowed down conscious state. I really liked how he says practice doing something comically slow, like washing your dishes. Washing my dishes comically slow is the last fun thing that I want to do on this planet, right? I want to get that shit done. And then I would like to go very slow. I'll vacuum slow, okay, but I ain't washing those dishes slow. Or touch a friend or smell a flower. That's just so funny. And what a good way to actually bring like that lighthearted nature. That is another thing that's been coming through, is becoming more lighthearted, laughing, and just being silly, right? We came down here to experience life in this human vessel, right? But at the same time, not all experiences gotta be tough, damn it. Some of the experiences gotta be fun. You know, you gotta laugh, you gotta have fun with it. That is so funny. When I slip into my alter fucking ego. I don't know, that shit's so funny. That we do. We are collective for sure. Thinking, seriously, you guys gotta do something seriously super slow and tell me what it is that you do and if you laughed in your experience within that. Whether you email it or just tap it in the thing, to me, that's funny. Number 23, let it go. I am one with the rising sun. Okay, here we go. 44, interesting. 44 has been coming out so heavy for me. I don't know about you guys. Number 23, here we go. It is in our nature as humans to hold tightly to what is familiar. Knowing the weight and measure of what we carry can bring us a great sense of comfort. Oftentimes, the known seems to be the wiser choice compared to the unknown. It is important to be aware that just as a tree shapes itself around a known obstacle that has forced it to take a new path, these things we hold tightly to can also change the course of our destiny. If we have pulled this card, then it might be time to reflect on what you need to release. Self-care exercise. Ask yourself, boy, that throat chakras just a cutting off. Interesting. That's weird. Somebody might be struggling with letting go of some things that they have said, or letting go of a need to have to say something. Yeah, because that's not me. I don't have a problem speaking up anyway whatsoever, or speaking a truth so that they can let it go. When I say speak a truth, I'm not talking about cuss somebody out and, tell them, you made me feel my damn feelings, you son bitch. But distractions today. Somebody's got a burnout on a fucking road where I got 7 kids, and they go, it's a 15-mile-an-hour zone, and they'll go freaking 35 around the corner. It pisses me off so bad. See, here I am cussing somebody out. I need to let that shit go, right? Yeah. Ask yourself, for this exercise, ask yourself if there's something keeping you back or forcing you to grow in a direction that might not be for your benefit. There can be many things that we hold on to for way too long, such as the past, an idea, a dream, or a painful memory, even if it has grafted these aspects into our being. It is now time to let go of all that no longer serves you. Free the pent-up energy inside of you and imagine it leaving your body as you inhale and exhale deeply. Forgive disappointments and pains and do not allow bitterness in. Let go of control and allow what needs to die, so that you may blossom again once more. And for some reason that quote came into my head. If people just disappear on you, or they leave your life, I'm hearing respect the dead. Let it go. Responsive journaling prompt to this card. How does it feel in your body to let go of what no longer serves you or is needed? Do you feel lighter when you think about letting go? How does your inner child feel when you think about letting go? These are really great practices to do for those of you that take notes and actually will execute this. Like I said the other day, the universe gives us specific things. It's important that we execute them, and if it feels like it's meant for you, maybe try the exercise, and write something down. Writing has really come through a lot today in a lot of different messages. It's just a way of really making it tangible. It is energy. When it goes from a thought form and becomes on paper, it becomes a little bit more legitimate and more of a tangible energy for us to be able to release. Sometimes when we think certain thoughts, we think about them and then we let it go, or we switch our thought and we don't want to have it, whether it's something we need to do, something you thought, oh gosh, I don't want to think about that now, but that's all stored in our energetic suitcase, and we can't allow for the spiritual gifts, the awakening, the higher cosmic intelligence to seed down through us when we're not matching the frequency of what we're trying to seed here and we're asking for from the Holy Spirit. Number two, we're not making space for it to be able to be seated. We only have so much space within our being, right? In our home space, in our car. Some of you need to clean out your car, the floorboards, and wipe down your dash and your gear shifter and the steering wheel. Some of you have been snacking in there. Spirit's so funny. Number 25, listen. Our inner child is compromised. Sorry, I can still not. I swear, guys, I can read. Compromised. It comes through for a reason, I guess. Our inner child is comprised of many different aspects of childhood we experienced growing up. There is a 1-year-old inner child, a 10-year-old inner child, an 18-year-old inner child, and the inner child for every age in between. At various times in our lives, different aspects of our inner child will need to be heard. This card indicates that an aspect of our inner child, one you may have not met with yet, has a message for you. Awareness exercise. Take time to connect with this new piece of you through inner visualization, responsive journaling, play, or intuitive art. Try to open up what your inner child has to say. Many times in life, we repress aspects of our inner child selves in a bid for safety. When events occur in our childhood that we cannot imagine or understand, that can become suppressed aspects of ourselves. Because of this, our inner child might bring unprocessed events and memories for us to work through as an adult. If this occurs, be gentle with yourselves and have patience. The memories and events will most likely be sensitive in nature because of how long our inner child has carried the pain of that moment. Give yourself plenty of time to sit with whatever comes up, setting aside the practice of processing the old memory if it becomes too overwhelming, or seeking professional help as needed. Responsive journaling prompt to this card. Is there an aspect of your inner child that you do not wish to meet? A specific age, an experience, relationship? Is there a way to create space for that aspect to come forward today so that we can release it? That's some pretty deep work, and it seems so minute, right, and minuscule in a certain sense, but at the same time, it also seems very deep. because when I think of inner child, I've never put it in that perspective in which that card had written it in there. The 1-year-old, the 10-year-old, the 18-year-old self, and every age in between. I guess I kind of just thought about a little me growing up, and when you segregate it down into the specific sections of your life, that does make a lot more sense, and it's a lot easier to work with the inner child instead of just the entire existence up until, I'm 36 this year on July 3rd. So up until that point, um, I definitely say my 12 to 16-year-old self, 17-year-old self went through quite a bit in my 20s, obviously. Obviously. You know what? I am so grateful for the pain and the fear and all of that, because I'm getting to have this experience of duality that I came here to have. And it's only the perspective in which that I look at it is what can make it a tumultuous event or something that's so gratifying and healing for me to move through. And I bringing that up for a reason, because perspective has a lot to do with becoming universally aware of the things within us and the things without us, knowing the entirety as we're all one. So if we're stuck in drug addictions, if we're stuck in alcoholism, and we're able to heal that within ourselves, and then we can share that with somebody else, you're giving somebody else a new perspective of how to look at it. Because a lot of people want to know, hey, how did you get rid of, smoking dope, or, whether you cut or you have suicidal thoughts, how did you transcend from those thought patterns and those feelings, because that's a lower conscious, it's an egoic, I wouldn't even say that's egoic, I would just say that is more of a fear-based thought form that seeds itself within our being. So when people can see that you've made it through that, it allows them to have this feeling of hope, and hope goes a really long way in inspiring somebody that I can too transcend from that same, it might not be the same drug, but it's the same emotions, right, that we're trying to shut off. It's the same way that we're not wanting to feel. 90% of the times, extremely creative people will fall into addictions due to not knowing how to tap into their creative energy or how to use it, because it's so much, so it becomes an addiction. I did learn that today. I've been watching some pretty interesting podcasts. Okay. Oh my gosh, these cards are so good. Okay, some of these messages might be for you, some of them might not. And this is the self-evolution, repairing, evolution, growth. So these might be stuck points within your being or things that you've hung on to over time. Sacrifice, reclaim. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It is time to claim balance and nurture yourself by standing in your power. And we do that by looking within and realizing where it is that we're giving out too much of our energy, too much of our time, power, and gain perspective of the situation. And I think that there is power in changing and gaining the perspective. You have gone through emotional sacrifice for too long. Whether that's sacrificing your emotions to the bottle, an addiction, to negligence, not caring, shutting down, not feeling any emotions, giving too much of your emotions to somebody else. This is the sacrifice of your own emotional stability. Could you imagine what else that puts off kilter within our spiritual chakra center, the alignment of those, right? Or how we hang on to certain things, or we choose not to work with the heart. Everything else, you're not connecting your chakras from the root up to the crown. Under letting go, love, refined, romance. Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships. God, I love that. I love that. The romance with yourself, a different vibration. There's some healing right there. I absolutely love what that said. Can I just say that one more time? Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created the opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships. And for those of you that have had relationships that have probably suffered in some emotional and connectivity aspects, or being able to match frequencies, is due to the inner child, which is sitting out here above that. Your 18-year-old self who got cheated on by your boyfriend, or, you know, the list goes on. You know what fits your role. Wow. There are 25. Listen, better boundaries. So somebody needs to listen up about this. Communication. Creating boundaries requires self-love and discipline. It is not about your shutting people out or being unkind. It is about telling them to care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. And I believe that that also talks about clear communications with yourself. Sitting down and having that talk with yourself. It's easy to stay going and to stay busy or distracted. Have a few thoughts here and there when we're driving or in between jobs, or some of you stay on that thought process and pattern all day, and really have been waking up and recognizing, I don't appreciate when, you know, I don't treat myself like that. I'm not going to allow you to treat me like that. Having good healthy boundaries. It's not where we demean and push people away, but it's if somebody's not aligning with the frequency in which you're resonating at, and it's not resonating with your soul, you don't have to emotionally drain yourself and sacrifice that piece of you. Awakening and expansion. Ooh, I love that card. Flourishing of the mind. Planting the seeds. Look at all the seeds that have been planted that are growing. When we're talking about awakening, we're talking about seeds of growth. You have been receiving messages that it is time for your soul to expand beyond a 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize that this through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self. There is no going back, so enjoy the new way of being, having acceptance, and the inner peace of moving forward. It's true. Could you guys ever see yourself unawakening from the state in which you're awakened now? Could you imagine going back and just pretending like you don't see or observe or experiencing things the way that they are, or not having healthy boundaries within your relationships or even for yourself? I would never want to unawaken for sure. Radiant Goddess, acceptance. I heard radiant light. You are an amazing goddess, ready to fulfill, understand how significant you are. Tap into power by owning your beauty and potential, by not making any apologies for it. Crazy hair don't care. I really like these decks. I really like how that they touched on the beauty and gaiety of we're all absolutely stunning, amazing souls. We're all absolutely beautiful. And Wade, you are a god. We are goddesses, right? That's god and goddess energy, not just for the feminine. So, you know, I don't want to leave my guy out. What frequencies are working with us right now in healing this inner child, setting these boundaries, and freeing ourselves from the sacrifice of the emotional sacrifice, Holy Spirit, so that we can unlock these genetic DNA codes, and that we can evolve past the mindset of lack, lust, unwillingness to move forward, stagnancy, complacency. What frequencies are helping us right now? What frequencies can we tune in within our own energetic being? Number 31, magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move towards possibilities and expansion that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Belief and faith have come through a lot for me lately. If you guys are sitting down practicing just connecting with yourself, remember, if you're not experiencing these, some of you will, some of you have, and some of you will be. Belief comes with the practice of getting in a mode of doing specific rituals. whether it's lighting a candle, putting on some essential oils, taking a nice bath before you do that, sitting down and journaling. Holy Spirit, how can I better work with myself? I call you in. I call in the violet flame. I call in Saint Archangel Michael. Show me and give me intuitive inklings that you know that I can best understand. Show me the magic. Help me to grow in this belief. Imbue my entire body and every fiber of my being with the essence of the love of the universe, the wholeness that I have a hard time feeling or have not fully recognized in this third dimensional realm. And ask. I believe a lot of people are going to be growing in their faith over the June specifically. I really think that collectively, for the collective that I have tapped into and continue to tap into, I feel some exponential amount of growth within the mind space and the heart. Perception, and our perception of it. Number 35, perception, which is equivalent to an 8 numerology. Infinite. We are infinite beings. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond the comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Right? And we don't have to do that alone. We have each other. We have our higher selves. We have our spirit guides. We can call on Yeshua, Jesus Christ. and really just talking to ourselves out loud, talking to our cellular system, talking to our physical being, right? It's different than our spiritual body. What's up, Stitch? You coming to say hi? I'll let you guys know I'm not a cat person, but we have a cat, and this cat absolutely has to come and make a debut every time I get on a live. Here, you want some water? There's some water down there. Perception is absolutely a lot of it. Prosperity, number 36. The frequency of prosperity. You just checking out everything, man, or what? Huh? You just checking out everything? The frequency of prosperity supports our feelings of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, and soul and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches of the universe and what it provides. Thank you, Spirit. Now you're going to come up here too? What's up, man? Stitch also lives at my neighbor's house. She's got bed, food, and yeah, he thinks he lives over there. He'll be all posted up in her flowers outside. Beautiful flowers. Fucking got them all turned over so he can lay in them. Yeah, he just kind of goes between the two houses. Hey, you're gonna knock over my my camel. You're gonna knock over my camel, huh, Blair? All right, archangels. What do we have for the collective? Damn, where did time go? Time like totally flew through. 53 minutes on this read. Not that I ever look at the time. Ooh, I've never pulled that out of this deck. The 2 of Raphael. 4 of Raphael. 2 of Ariel. I heard one more. 2, 4, 2. Oh, you guys just wanted to sneak some more cards out on me, didn't you? The Magician, 1, and the 8 of Ariel. 2, 4, 2. And this fell out on this card. Spend time in nature. The 4 of Raphael. Seek other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions, and that's exactly what we're talking about, is this inner child. Emotions that are resonating with us in certain situations now can just be an aspect of our inner child, that essence of growing into this world, this lifetime, that hits directly on it. The 2 of Raphael. Green, we're really working on that heart chakra, illuminating the things and the light within and being able to move that energy through that space. I heard for the Kundalini awakening to grow the energetic force up throughout our being. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those that you love. And if you guys can look back here in the sand, it's got that, you probably can't see it. the angel wings with the Kundalini heart right there. So that just goes to confirm that. I feel like some of you will be meeting somebody that is more spiritually advanced or can match you on a specific frequency that's going to help you to awaken. It doesn't have to be in a, really, bro? It doesn't have to be in a spiritual sense. Hey, Stitchy. This cat is huge. He's like a freaking mountain lion. Hey, you can't be pulling cards. The two of Ariel. It's important to have balance. Work multiple jobs and projects at once. Making work fun. I think for any of you that are overwhelmed and trying to do certain things at once, that you are going to be having help with that and finding balance within that. And that's something, a part of healing the inner child. There could be things in your childhood where you were called on a lot to do a lot of more grown-up things and didn't really get, whether it was watching your younger siblings or you had a parent that had an addiction and you had to show up more, you had to work at a young age to help the family go around. I think that as you start to heal certain attributes of what's in here and recognize that that's just a perspective that you're looking at something. Hey, homie, I'm in the middle of a read. Do you mind? The Eight of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education and training. And I feel like with the angel behind him in this book that you're going to be guided to read certain literature, watch certain podcasts, sure, I guess you can watch podcasts, listen to certain podcasts and tune into certain frequencies that align for you, people that are on that same frequency as you, by your spirit guides, because some of you have been asking, bro, can't you see I'm working? You gotta stay down, you little shit ass. Number 1, the Magician. I'm sure those cat people on tarot videos like, how dare you tell your cat to drink water off the floor? And you called him a shit ass. Like, dude, the cat is like a full-grown wizard. It's like a wizard trapped in a cat. That cat knows exactly what he's doing. I already know that cat's crazy, dude. That's not a cat, okay? And my neighbor's dog is not a friggin' black, what do you call this, German Shepherd. That dog's a freaking dragon. I'm telling you, that dog is insane. I've been noticing a lot of things about animals lately. Nose is itching. The Magician, number 1. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings, as the cat just shows up in here, right? Like, my guide's in here checking on me. Am I doing it right? You're right there. He's right behind me, isn't he? You have such pretty eyes. That came out on 34 spend time. And Stitch is telling me, pull a card from the Oracle Goddess deck. I'm like, I will. Where is the... I need to get some organization in my life out here. It's been kind of crazy for me finding balance, too, between doing work at the house, getting projects, material lists and stuff ready for other projects that I have about to go on. I've got 2 decks and a remodel to do next door, and then making time to do personal reads and oracle reads. So just really calling on Spirit to help me find the best time and the priorities of, you know, kind of where I can't just go all spiritual right now. It just hasn't aligned for me financially to be able to do that. It will, if it's meant to be. If not, I'm fine with just finding time to get on here and to deliver messages. You know, I trust in Spirit. Like I said, I'm not about just making a crap load of money and just trying to tell you your ex is coming back and your baby's mom is mom. You know, I'm not here to do that. You know, a lot of people don't touch on the things that I read about because to them it's they're not getting that adrenaline rush, that egoic consciousness that they're seated in. It's not feeding from what I'm putting out because they're just not there yet. So this channel is for a specific small collective at this point until other things start shifting energetically. So for those of you that are here, I do recognize that, and I love you guys and honor you guys for being a part of this journey with me. I seriously, you guys help me grow just getting on here and my own confidence and using my own throat chakra. My nose just will not stop itching, man. Spirit's like onto it. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. God, that's beautiful. I could definitely find myself at that place. What do I smell right now? That was crazy. Spirit just put a very unique, like a wet dog smell in front of my face. Giving ourselves is such a beautiful treasure to those who receive it. Giving of ourselves is such a beautiful treasure to those who receive it. But sometimes we give more than we are able to, until there is nothing left within. If you have pulled this card, then it might be time to ask yourself if you have given too much of yourself away. Acceptance exercise. Take some time to reflect on your relationship with giving by journaling your response to those questions. What motivates your desires to give? Does giving of yourself fully fulfill an empty place within you? Ooh. Do feeling the unworthiness Do feelings of unworthiness lead you to give? Do you feel safer when you are in a position of giving or sacrifice? How do you feel when you are not giving of yourself to others? Do you feel selfish? After you have written down your response, take some time to review your answers. Is there a belief or a pattern that arises? If you have pinpointed a pattern or belief around giving too much of yourself, now might be a good time to address that within the inner child. Let your inner child know that it is okay to release the belief or pattern that it is leading you to give more of yourself than you actually can. And all things, beloved, remember that you are enough right now just as you are. Responsive journaling prompt. How does it feel to know that you are enough without giving yourself away? That's pretty intense. All right, let's get some positive affirmations out here. For the highest good of the collective. Oh, you do, you don't. Indecisive energy. I also feel like there's this energy of not seeing certain things coming to fruition for you that truly are. Okay, I heard one more and the birds are like, I'm going. Don't tell me how to do my job. Quit yelling at me. Thought you said one more. You guys find yourself questioning spirit? Return to the heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul. The present moment, I claim my thoughts, I focus on my heart and find space to be. Where my light and greatness are, I find peace and my inner silence. I am light. I always have hope no matter the ordeal. I have faith in the better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and I am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all of my being. These are great mantras, guys. There's so much power in the voice and in speaking up to the universe. Divine light. I am an expression of love, and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder of the goodness of who I truly am. While I was sitting here looking at this card, reading it, like the light in that just kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter in my eyes. That's crazy. I wasn't focusing on light because I was reading, but it just kept illuminating. Belief. We talked about this earlier. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. So mote it be. The path to light. Got a lot of light out here, guys. Yeah, we do, don't we? Look at this, all this light in my collective section right here. The path of light. I make the conscious choice to move towards the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strength by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. And speaking of that, in my community post, I posted on there that guy that's like, you just summoned a demon, repent. You know, and I make that voice and noise just because, you know, because I'm childish, kind of. But, you know, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I understand that that unconscious side of the Christianity, and I am a Christian, you know, I love God, but I am not doctrinized in religion. I love Jesus Christ. I love the Holy Spirit. I have the gifts of the Spirit, so how could I not? It's oneness and wholeness. But a lot of people don't believe that there's more out there than that. They don't believe in the any. When I say past lives, these lives are all existing at the same time. Okay, that's going to be really hard for some of you to understand that. In a quantum sense, everything is at once. There's no time really, but I'll get into that later on as I grow within that myself. In my mind and how that I get it from spirit, I understand it. Um, but I also had somebody else write on there, you know, 1 Corinthians 14 about me speaking in my light language. He goes, you know, you're gibberish and you're controlled gibberish, and you really, you know, should get back to. And people are obviously watching my channel, okay, and it's a part of their inner child, that their fear, and they'll say, you know, I said, you know, I love you no matter what. And if you guys want to get on there and look at the comment, I posted a screenshot of the comment prior, and then if you go in there, there's others. But to work with that benevolently, it doesn't get me fired up. It makes me feel, I just send them love, and I just pray that they can have enlightenment and realize that, you know, that they tell me I forsake my eternity when I delve into cards. And he even said, you know, I watch your channel, I've listened to your channel, but you're trying to mix religion and paganism together. And where this person is ignorant, right, not knowing, is that we're going off of books. All the knowledge and anything that he said to me was off of what he's been taught out of a book, and nothing that he really went within to seek within his own heart and to ask the answer to, which is why he's not enlightened, you know, to know the truth. He just took, and I'm not saying the Bible has a million beautiful truths in it, but they are also esoteric and they are in parables. So for those that have the gift of the Spirit to see and to seek, which comes when you do, that's when you start to have the deeper understandings of what's actually in the Bible, and it's not so literal. I know in the Bible where it says, you know, divination and it's da 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 da. I am a pure-hearted, good-souled person, but I also do know that the system, you know, has recreated many things to keep us stuck and stagnant, and to keep us in fear of fighting our own power, because we could overthrow the entire system, you know. So I just want to move from a place of love when I talked to him, and just told him, you know, I hope that you can awaken, and I still love you. And he goes, ma'am, you expect me to believe that love and light covers the multitude of all things. You really need to look at what you're doing, and just reverted back to exactly, didn't listen to anything that I said, though I listened to seek first to understand and then be understood, right? So, you know, I have family. My ex-husband's mom, I mean, she would shit if she's seen this channel. Good God, Casey, you're fucking working with the devil. But they don't know, you know, and especially if you don't sit and listen to the channel and what we really talk about. We don't talk about, you know, anything other than working on the inner self. And, you know, if I pull on a card and use it as a tool that has another book that's written with wisdom and knowledge, and then I'm putting my intuitive intake on it, and then it's energetically going to you guys where you have your own discernment, you'll know what's meant for you, what rings true for you that you need to work on. I'm not telling you, I'm not spreading fear or trying to get you guys to feel like you're not ever going to get there, or never going to wake up, or never. You guys are already doing all the work. You guys are here, you're listening, you're seeking, you're growing, you're realizing how you feel, how you speak to others. What you say has power. It's not about just being this powerful, mighty being, and I can cast spells and work with energy. It's not about that. You gotta start small. You're only going to get given and awaken those things within you if you can use it in the right way, if you can use it for the greater good. You can't be a fucking hothead flying off at the guy that just cut you off at the grocery store and then think God's going to give you fucking power to, you know, summon some mighty power. That's just not how it works. That's how Atlantis fell. You know what I mean? People are power hungry, and really, do you have the power that it takes to sit still and call on the vibration of love, the frequency of unconditional love and gratitude, and be grateful for what you have in your life and your ability to focus on that. Can you hone in the energy of love within your being? That's what it's about, you know, and then everything comes after that. It's an alignment. All right, I am going to pull some angel numbers for the collective, just numbers to be on the lookout, synchronicities that you guys may have noticed. This could be a confirmation or just something that you need to hear. Man, cards are just like, blah, blah, blah. So am I. 2424. Oh, good times. It really says good times. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you will find that you are all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing that through. 2424. It's also 66. Angel number 111, intuition. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Trust in your intuition. Trust where you're being led. And number 1414, light up. And I know somebody's smoking a J right now. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with a new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. And that's everything that we've been talking about, returning back to the heart, recognizing that you are light. Number 777, good luck. Good luck, Chuck. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It is also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get the messages to others. Lightheartedness, stepping out in the confidence, right? That's truly what it's all about. The path to light. I make the conscious choice to move towards the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. And you can only master things once you look at them. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. Making friends with your demons too. You know, everybody's like, don't make friends with your demons. What are you doing? You're summoning a demon again on here. No, I'm not. Everything we create, okay? We are the creators of this consciousness. So when we have ideas and thoughts like that, that's just us saying the same thing, right? Hi, Melissa. It's our own fear base. It's our own inner child. It's our own trapped emotions, thoughts that have festered into a specific energy that we carry, right? When we get angry, that's us. It's not really a demon. It's just a lower vibrational frequency that we've hung on to and we haven't chosen to let go of it yet. The way you claim your power back is by moving into the light, by having a higher vibrational frequency, dancing, playing, having fun, skipping, do hopscotch, use a jump rope, watch something funny, make yourself laugh, write down the craziest stuff, play a game with somebody else, write down the funniest thing that you can say to me right now, and try not to laugh. Do the try not to laugh thing. Laughter is really coming through. Joy, happiness is so important to help you raise your vibration. Be silly. Go for a walk. Go, if you really don't feel like doing something, it's a time when you really need to go do it. Go drive out. Go see something pretty. If the water's super cold, go jump in anyways. Like, when you get out, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But you got a thrill, like you experienced and you lived. Your soul's aching for that stuff. Aching for you to look within and to notice that and to recognize those things, you know? It is Casey in the Stitch Show, Laura. Still in my show, man. Wade says you got something with wings in the room with you. Taylor, people fear what they don't understand. Absolutely. I use that a lot when people get fearful of certain things that I speak about, or, you know, I guess, you know, we are scared of what we don't know, but that's the other side of tapping into your natural energy and your own intuition. The Stitch shows back on. He's back in here. Um, it is about what is this person's energy they're coming with? Do they seem like they're trying to get me to change my mind, to have different thoughts? Are they seeding and planting thoughts within my own mind that aren't mine? Are they of fear? Are they of doubt? Are they of worry? How am I doing, Stitch? Am I bringing it home? Um, use your discernment, you know, and even when people judge or I'm not pulling any more cards, man. Why do you gotta touch that deck? The Runner. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting, running from things that don't really exist. We create the monsters with, you know, that we allow to form in our brain. You know, it's the brain. Our spirit is already all knowing, you know, it's just remembering who we are, recognizing the energy that are on people or within people. What is their intention behind saying certain things or the messages that they're delivering to others? Crazy cat. Dang, always get here at the end. Guess I'm about a day behind y'all in hearing these messages. Anyways, find some confirmational. Yeah, Melissa, you're in the United. Are you in the United States? Better late than never. That's true. Well, you're always welcome here, Melissa. And it's really weird when I upload videos, and I don't know if it's just because I'm the content creator. I'll see it post, like, it'll say, first it goes through uploading forever. And then it'll go to processing, where basically YouTube makes sure I'm not, you know, sending out hate messages or whatever the hell they're doing. And then it'll upload. But even if I go to listen to my read, because I like re-listening to my reads too, because when I channel, and we did a lot of reading, but it's different when I'm in this energy than when I'm able to be in a different energy and listen to it too, because I also get messages from what comes through for me. 90% of the things that I talk to you guys about, I also take to heart. I teach my own self by allowing myself to be vulnerable to and humble through these experiences. This is for me just as much as it is for you guys. We're doing this together. We are a team, that we're working the puzzle of life, and it's just so cool. I friggin' love all of you guys. I got 7 in the chat. When I first started, man, there would be like 3. So it's, to me, that's a holy number. That's 7 people that really needed this message, that found it, or that were looking for some guidance in some sort of way. I'll get on the live feed and scroll through people's lives, and some of the stuff I listen to, it's hard. I just don't align with it. You know, the ASMRs or some of the readers, and I'm not passing judgment on them, but we're just on different frequencies, and it's hard for me to feed my soul what my soul's looking for and seeking for within that realm right now of the tarot and the oracle, because I'm just not finding what I'm needing for my growth. It's stuff that when it starts making me think, like, what the hell? You know, I'm not even going through anything like that. I know it doesn't resonate. I know it's not for me. I know I'm not on that timeline. And, you know, people will be like, oh, this message is so draining. It keeps coming out. Then stop reading it. Then stop reading the fucking message, you know? Nobody, if it's striking fear, or it's corruption, or, you know what I mean? People will know when it's time for them to know. It obviously keeps coming out for a reason. It could be something that you're manifesting within your own reality, you know what I mean? That you're just putting out there. It's clear some energy, switch it up, do something different, you know? For me, I've really been on the life after death podcasts, and, you know, listening to people's out of body experiences and stuff like that, just to switch it up, or listening to good audiobooks. I've got an audiobook I need to listen to that my spiritual master gave me, and it's really Christian, and it takes Bible verses out of the book, but the way that she depicts it, you know, there's truth in everything for each of us. It's just what we choose, where we're at on our journey, and what we might listen to today might not resonate for us a month from now. It might be different, you know. It just depends on our ebbs and flows. Just always trust where you're guided. If something makes you feel uncomfortable or fear, or like it's making your situation worse, where you can't figure something out, one, you probably don't need to know yet. 2, you can always go within and get the answer. Don't look for answers with anybody else. If you're going to somebody else, 90% of the time it should just be for you to confirm what you already have an inner knowing about, and it should resonate like that within your being. It shouldn't be, oh my God, my mom, or there's going to be a car accident, or these people are getting locked up, or you know what I mean? That stuff, so it doesn't matter. Is it your business if somebody's going to go to jail? Even if they did you wrong, is it your business that you need to be up in somebody else's energy? It's not your energy. Why do you want to be in it? Do you want to be in jail with them? Do you want to be at that frequency? Don't worry about it. That's just what you're putting out comes back to you. So if you're looking at the downfall of somebody else or when their karma's coming, guess what? 90% of the time you're thinking about somebody else in that thing, somebody else is thinking about you in that. That's a karmic cycle, and that's repetitive cycles. You don't want to be caught in that, man. You don't. Work on healing. Work on looking at what you can focus on to be the best you, because you guys are all brilliant. You're magnificent. You all have unique souls, man. I wish that I could just unzip the suit and meet all of you guys, like, in a soul level, you know what I mean, who are our true essences outside of the perspectives and the realities that we're in, because man, I bet we would just be having a gay old time, huh? Are you even allowed to say that? I don't even know, but I said it. Reiki yourself. I pray for you and your daughter. Raphael is the healer. I have good word with him. Thank you. I'm actually, Wednesday I go in and I'm going to go see my light weaver, do some Reiki, and then she also does this really unique divination. I can't even remember what it's called right now. And you want to talk about an amazing, oh my gosh, this woman is, she's unreal. She's unreal. I'm talking about, she pushed me to this. She goes, it's time, Casey. It's time. How long are we going to talk about? She goes, you have profound channeling abilities. And I was like, well, but I don't read like everybody else in my cards. I don't do tarot. Like, who's going to be in this? And just that, it's time. It's time to step up. It's time to go from the maiden to, you know, the mother, you know, and to have this mothering energy to help others, because I've already had the experiences. It's just, what do I do with them? If I let them go, that's great. But if I can talk about it and let it go in a positive way, not only am I bringing wisdom and enlightenment for others, I'm letting it go in a healthy, benevolent, beautiful way, and I'm alchemizing the energy to where it can be a stepping stone for somebody else as well. How spirit just led me to that. And sometimes we all just need somebody that says one thing that just ignites something within our being, and that phoenix just rises within us. It's like, today's my day. Every day's your day. It's just how we look at things. It's picking up on other people's energy that we're around that can drag us down and make us feel, or sometimes we just need rest. Sometimes you guys just need to get some sleep. Take a bath. Don't even worry about brushing your hair. Throw it up in a bun. Who cares, you know? And just relax. Don't worry about your outfit, you know, none of that stuff. Put on a pair of sweats and some slippers and just be you. Go get some fruit and some vegetables and just snack and watch a good, you know, documentary, or, you know, tap into something that you really love. Listen to some positivity. Watch something funny. Relax a little bit. Have fun with it. This awakening shouldn't always, it's not work, 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 work. It's enjoy it. Enjoy it, because you guys are doing it, you know? Taylor says, I'm so glad that you decided to do your channel when you did, and I'm so thankful for you. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate that. That love that you guys send me, I receive all of that, and I send back the same amount of love to you guys, an infinite amount of love. Wade, you are by far one of my biggest supporters as far as commenting and just your wisdom and knowledge. I love you, and I'm so grateful. All of you. Essie, I adore you. All of you are so uniquely your own people in the emails, and just getting to know you guys more. I love it. For those of you that are new to the channel, if you are interested in a psychic reading, I guess you would call it, more of prophesy and kind of just trust spirit. Your spirit guides is what brings the messages through. I will tap into that, and what comes out comes out. It's an hour-long personal video. That's a link that you will have that you can go back to at any time. There's attributes of how to heal yourself, information on things that you could look at with working in. You can always come. I won't spy or do any of that for anybody. For those of you that are new to my channel, I don't do that. I'm about helping you evolve in the soul space and what you need to let go of and work on, that your spirit guides bring through, and how to become more consciously aware of science, synchronicity, sacred geometry, what energy feels like, how to take care of your physical body for your spiritual light body, eating good, just things like that. Just that's more of what I align with. So if you're interested in that and you find this video, it could be now, it could be down the road. My email is all lowercase angeldynasty, the number 33 at gmail.com. If you guys feel guided to support the channel and donate, my Cash App link and PayPal link is in the description box on my YouTube page. And I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys all have a good night. I've got some personal reads to do tomorrow. I've got some fence I'm in the middle of building. My husband has a VA appointment tomorrow at 2, so I don't know how much I'll be able to get done, but I do hope to get on here. It might not be an hour and a half long video, but even just get on and make some videos. I take these videos and I make shorts out of them. With making the shorts, I end up getting a lot more subscribers, so that really does help the channel grow. And I always put what video it's part of, you know, full read and live section, and then whatever the name of it is, and it's helping people find what they're looking for and what they're guided to look for, you know. So remember, I astral travel. Hope to see you in my dreams. Good night, Wade. I trust, I love, I am, absolutely. Hi, I am new to your channel, but I am loving your vibe. Thank you, and sincerity. Thank you, Rebecca. Welcome to the Soul family here on the Guardian Oracle. This is a safe place where you can come and dwell and just learn how to grow within your own being and find lots of like-minded souls here. We get silly, we have different accents, we're goofy, we're serious. Sometimes there's tears on this channel. I know a lot of people like when I touch on the passed on loved ones. I have felt a lot of the passed on loved ones energy. I also do read for passed on loved ones as well, if they choose to come through. You'll always get what you need from a reading. I can promise you that. If you are interested, or, you know, within the channel, there's always something. Just use your discernment. Well, we smoked ribs yesterday, so I'm about to go have some smoked ribs, a salad, and go cuddle with my babies. I love you, Essie. I love you more. Thank you. I receive your love. Good night, soul family. I'm outie. Good night, Tay Tay. Love you, beautiful. Oh, you guys are so cute. Wade's like the daddy in the group, huh? You guys are so awesome. I love you. Talk to you guys later.